After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, here's Jones. Quick slant taken in by Pittman. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Devin Lloyd making the play. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
The Jaguars, then running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. 1st down throw, Lawrence. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Once again here, 2nd and 10. Completed over the middle. There's a little bit up to the 21. Remain Pratt with the play defensively.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. It's the Jags in front here at Everbank. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Throw here, 3rd down. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down too. Excellent work. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
Here's Etienne on 1st down. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He gets 16 yards on that play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down from the 42. connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Able to find Strange here. He works it down to the 37. Quitting pay, there to take him down. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Play number 9 of the drive. This is going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Facing 4th down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And before the half, they're able to tack on 3 more.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Colts out there on offense late in this first half. And we'll see if they try to establish some positive momentum here, or if they just choose to head off and lick those wounds. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First down throw by Jones. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's halts in after about a 6-yard pickup. The stop made at the 36. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Jones now to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 from the 43. Jones. It's caught. Warren. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
2nd and 3 now. Again, Jones to the air. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. To throw again, it's Jones. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
The Colts ready for the punt. Rigoberto Sanchez will kick it away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And he can't hurt you with a return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Design run for Lawrence. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Bayshul and Tootin now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Jaguars and Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. They'll start the second half with ETN. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. ETN again. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force and the defense wins out.
Extra man in the secondary for the Colts now. Third down. Here he goes. Third and long. And the Colts get to him. Down he goes. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
On fourth down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Breaks the tackle. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They go again with Taylor. 7 yards on that pickup. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
7-yard gain.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Receiver screen here. It's Downs. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But I believe somebody on the Colts got to it first. They're luckily hanging on to the football.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Still their football, but need to make some progress here. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Third and long for him here. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up 4th down.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
So out now comes the punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Jaguar. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him.
Their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Tight end motioning right. On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Lawrence here running the sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
New set of downs for him from the 31. From the gun, ETN gets it. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Washington. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route. They get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Gonna keep this one and go. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
A tie in baseball, Kate? Well, we know it goes to the runner. A tie at the line of scrimmage on a sneak? Well, in this case, it goes to the defense.
Jacksonville in punt formation. Logan Cook, the one to kick it away.
The Colts take over first.
Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground. Taylor. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. On first down, it's Jones to throw. That's Taylor working the sideline. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. To throw, here's Jones. He can run it, and he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. It's everything he has under this one. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
With the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up. And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. On play action now, Lawrence. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. They got a man open and beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing his Lawrence on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
That pass caught by Strange. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. They go play action. Lawrence. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. This one misses the tight end. So now they have 3rd and short.
I don't mind that play-action shot at all, Kate, especially in this circumstance. The only problem is I think that defensive coordinator was thinking the way the offensive coordinator was as they defended that pretty darn well.
3rd and 1, Lawrence to throw. Has a man downfield. This is Washington. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
All set to go now from the 35. Back to the air, Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. Trying it right side with ETN. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Heads out on the bootleg. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Lawrence working from the gun. Big game going, and Thomas snags another. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Has a left side block, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. The problem is on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
Little knocks it through. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fielded at the 7. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Colts offense set to head out. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Stopped that time by Antonio Johnson.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Took off with it again. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
And the Colts 1st down.
1st down from the 42. They go play fake with Jones. Hits him on the out route. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he's down almost, oh, no, actually going to give him the 30 here. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Completed to his running back. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Zone read, handoff to Taylor. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Josh Hines down, and that time to haul him down.
You know, kid, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Here's Jones. That one nabbed by Warren. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Finds him quickly on the RPO. And he's tackled for a short gain. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Colts who have the football. Given the score, they're going to need points every time out from here on. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. And he finds him in the end zone for the Indy touchdown. The Colts making the scoreboard look a touch better. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Group B to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Colts get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points.
Colts 24.
Here's Group B on now to handle the kickoff. This is Allen to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Good for a Jaguars 1st down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, a 2-yard run on 1st down. I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They go right back to ETN. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Lawrence to throw it. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 4 yards.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Now it's Lawrence. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Now they send their back in motion right. Once again here, 2nd and 10. Able to find Strange here. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Jaguars have a first down.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
To Parker, Washington. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Colts' 24-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Now he gives to ETN running right. Fights his way through a tackle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Giving 5 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. ETN again. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got 3rd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like we got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
ETN on 3rd down. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive him backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Facing 4th down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. It's a 29-yard look right down the middle for it. Little knocks it through, and that grows the lead to 27.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Cam Little to kick
All
off
set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Gould on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Short pass brought in. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Straight ahead with Taylor. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They've got a man in motion. From the shotgun, it's Jones. A quick slant into the hands of Downs. Racing down the left side. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Colts putting up points in a game decided. Daniel Jones with a touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. This is Allen to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Jaguars and Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. First call here coming from the shotgun. First carry now, this is Bashal Tutu. He's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
They've got first down here from the 36. They'll go again here with Tutu. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. Still on his feet. Ooh, can't avoid that one, and they take him down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
The Jaguars into punt formation. And he'll try to hit this one well. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Jones now to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Working now from the gun. We'll check it down to Taylor. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Throwing from the gun. Hits his running back. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. They try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Taylor now up the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Pierce coming in motion left. On 1st down, it's Jones to throw. Escapes out to the left. And he's brought down at the line.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Working from the gun, here's Jones. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch, and they wind up turning it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
First down now, ball at the 33. On the give, it's Tootin. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. That's grabbed inside the 30. You mix it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars put up even more points in a win. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars continue adding on to that lead.
Colts 31. Cam Little to kick
All
off
set for the kickoff.
Jaguars.
Little with the honors. Here's Gould on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Colts are ready to take the field. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's Jones to throw. Quick slate taken in by Pittman. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll be 1st down Colts. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Colts trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Finds him quickly on the RPO. And this one doesn't go far.
Complete to Alex Pierce. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Option give to Taylor. Blast through midfield. Down the sideline past the 40. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
10 at the 25-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. To throw, here's Jones. Completed to his running back. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
10 yards on the pickup.
So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.